welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Jessica Amezcua and I focus on lifestyle vlogs as well as my nursing school journey. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video and always supporting my channel. Like always, guys, don't forget to click that subscribe button down below and turn on your post notifications. I always leave an emoji of the week in every single vlog, and it's either going to be in the vlog or honestly sometimes I forget to put it in the vlog, so it might be in the description down below. So comment that as well as anything else you guys want, and some video suggestions always help. I don't know why I freaking have lots of energy right now, like ugh. Okay, also my closet is kind of freaking me out. I don't know why I hate it. I hate it when my closet is open because it kind of creeps me out. I don't know why. So I close it right now. Anyways, guys, today I have kind of an interesting vlog. I guess more on the informational side. It is what I learned in first semester. I am currently in second semester, which is exciting because it's definitely harder than first semester, but I'm also able to do more hands-on stuff. We're finally doing IVs, and all we did in first semester was like flu shots. That was the most interesting thing we did, and now we're doing like more intense stuff. Anyways, I'm gonna just kind of keep this video short and sweet, straight to the point. Getting a 4.0 in your prerequisite classes and your classes before getting into nursing school is completely different than getting a 4.0 in nursing school. Our first semester class, no one got 4.0 for first semester, and you're gonna learn really soon that getting an A in all your classes is kind of unrealistic. I actually spoke to quite a few nurses on the floor when I was a CNA, and also some of my nursing instructors, and they all came to agreement that students that get the B's and the C's in nursing schools a lot of time are the best nurses on the floor. That being because they not only study for exams, but most people that are getting the B's and the C's are the ones who stand out more when we're doing our clinicals. I don't want to put down anyone who gets ACE, because if you have a 4.0 in nursing school, like, that's fucking amazing. Like, you are fucking smart. So if you just feel like really comfortable while you're doing your clinicals and you don't feel like completely lost. Obviously my first like 2 or 3 weeks that I was doing clinicals, I was like, what is going on? Like, I do not understand any of this. But after a while I got a hang of it. I was like, oh yeah, I'm fine. Like, I'm good. If you feel pretty okay when you are doing your clinicals, honestly, you are fine, and as long as you're understanding the material from lecture, you are fine again. Don't put that much stress and pressure on yourself, because sometimes earning that 4.0 is not worth you only memorizing stuff for the test and not actually understanding, if that makes sense. Basically what I'm saying is it's more important to understand what you learn in class than actually just memorize it for the test. Test questions are completely different than when you take your prerequisite classes, and that is because they do NCLEX style questions. So if it is available to you by, oh, let me show you the book. Use a book like this. I actually haven't even opened this because I'm using something else right now. You have to learn how to use the NCLEX style of elimination and figure out what is the question actually asking. Pretty much all the answers will always be right, but one of them is more right than the other. Sometimes if your instructors are being super nice, they will put one that's obviously wrong, and bless their soul if they do that. Fortunately, our instructors, when they give us like our homework assignments, there's a button we can click to do NCLEX style questions for those specific chapters. So that's what I do. That way I'm doing NCLEX style questions but also learning the material at the same exact time. So that's why I haven't really used this book right now. So those are my top 2 things that I learned. I feel like you're gonna get imposter syndrome in nursing school, especially as a first semester student. My friends totally know that I had a mental breakdown after one of my exams, and I was like, oh my god, maybe I'm not even supposed to be a nurse. Like, is this career even meant for me? You guys, and you are still worthy of being a nurse. Just remember that. And when I go to my clinicals, sometimes there's some nurses that, no offense, but they are like super bad nurses, and it isn't necessarily because they aren't smart. It's just their personality and their attitude, and that's what makes a nurse like a bad nurse. As long as you understand the concepts, are genuinely interested in your career field and whatever field of nursing you choose, you will be a great nurse. Don't worry. Unfortunately, nurses do eat their young. In clinicals, all of the students in my clinical group experienced at least 2 times where we were partnered up with a clinical instructor that was fucking rude. Unfortunately, that's the truth of nursing, and it's really sad to see that older nurses who have been on the floor for years and years and years, instead of wanting to help us and be nice to us and teach us how to do stuff while we're doing our clinicals, they're just really rude and they don't like us asking questions. So try to never ever be that nurse. Like, I know now that I've seen it firsthand during my clinicals that I never want to be that freaking nurse. And if I ever am paired up with the student, I will make sure I teach them everything I can, and I am as friendly as I can, because there have been a few times where I'm paired up with a really good nurse preceptor, and those are the best days ever because I'm able to tell my instructor how much I learned because I wasn't afraid to ask them a question. Obviously, I'll still ask the other preceptor a question, but it's just annoying because they answer so annoyed, like if they don't even want to be there. So don't expect every day in clinicals basically to be amazing, because sometimes the nursing preceptors will try to make it impossible for you, but just realize what you're actually there for, and you're there to learn. So if they don't help you, always go to your instructor, and your instructor will help you with anything. I personally would go to my instructor sometimes, or just other friends that I made in my clinical group. I would just go ask them questions. You want to make at least 2 friends that you can study with. I say 2 because if it's just you and one other person, there isn't that third person to make sure what you guys are studying is correct. And sometimes you guys may both be like, oh yeah, that makes sense, but at least you need one more person to make sure that everything you guys are studying is correct. I've made an amazing group of friends in nursing school, and I'm very fortunate for that. I personally am a pretty shy person when it comes to meeting new people. I will kind of stay quiet until I figure the person out and get a vibe from them and realize if they are actually nice people, then I'll talk to them. But if I'm feeling kind of weird or iffy about them, then I will try to avoid them until I get to know them a little bit more. So you don't have to be super outgoing to make friends. I just happened to make friends with the guy I was sitting right next to. Something happened that I ended up being friends with the girl who sits right in front of me on the first day of first semester. So yes, you guys should make at least 2 other friends. I was refusing to accept this the first half of first semester, unfortunately, is that you have to read. As much as you hate it, there are some chapters that you just can't avoid it. No matter what, you can't avoid it, because there will be tiny details that are in that reading that will be on an exam. And if you would have just done the reading, it would have been an easy question. But because you don't do the reading, it's a question that you're going to easily miss on the exam. I'm not saying read every single page, because sometimes you don't have time for that. You need to learn to prioritize your physical and mental health, sometimes over school, because if your physical and mental health are not on point, then you will not be able to focus on school stuff. So I'm not saying you're going to have to read every single page, but on those chapters that you're still I don't understand what this chapter is entirely about, make sure you read it and take notes while you're reading. And if you have to reread certain parts if that's what you have to do. Your instructors genuinely want to help you with whatever you need. I typically am kind of afraid of my instructors. I don't know why, but I never get super close to them. Obviously, I'll ask them questions sometimes, but I'm never the one to get super close to my professors and go to their office hours all the time. But in nursing school, I definitely did go, and I started to build those relationships with my instructors. So make sure you're always going to their office hours if you need anything. A lot of them will also give you their phone numbers sometimes if you want to text them about a question, or even call them at specific times during the week, which is amazing. That just really shows how much they want to help you. Make sure you reach out for help if you need it and if you think you're gonna fail. I hope this video helped you guys a lot with my experience in first semester. If you guys are nursing students watching this right now, leave the craziest story that's happening to you guys in first semester or nursing school, maybe during clinicals or whatever. Also, just stuff you learned in school that might help other people viewing this video right now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to click that subscribe button down below and turn on your post notifications. The emoji of the week is this emoji right here, so leave it down in the comments below, and any other video suggestions you might have in mind. Like always guys, I will see you guys next Sunday. Bye.